హలో ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఎలా ఉన్నారు? గుర్తుపట్టలేదా? నేను మీ యూట్యూబర్ ధ్యానేశ్వర్ని. ఇంకా వీడియో లేట్ చేయకుండా ఈరోజు టాపిక్ వెళ్ళిపోదాం. In the last videos, we discussed about the concepts of the core Java and advanced Java and the Spring Boot. Today we will discuss some basics of the uh, computers. Before going to the Java, we need to discuss some basics. First of all, we need to know what is standalone application. The application which are installed in one computer and performs actions in same computer. The meaning of this sentence is uh, the applications were installed in this computer, and the applications will do actions in the same computer. The example for the standalone application is Notepad, because Notepad is installed in our Windows machine, and will perform the any save operation file or edit operation in the same computer only. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask what is standalone application. We need to use the various AI tools to learn the stuff. A standalone application refers to a software program that can run independently on a computer without requiring any additional software. The Notepad did not require the additional software, no. So Notepad is the example one. Unlike web applications, which rely on a web browser and internet connection, standalone applications are self-contained and can be executed directly on a device OS. The Notepad is executing on the Windows OS. Examples include word processors, video games, image editors. They are popular because they offer users a consistent experience and can often work offline. Let's copy this thing and paste it. We will use the Notepad phone because we'll get the black background. So directly paste in the WPS office. This one we can remove it. Processors, video games, and image editors. If the interviewer asks you what is the standalone application, you need to give the answer. In the simply, you can give like this: the application which are installed in one computer and performs actions in same computer. It is not like a web application. Web application is a different one. Web application uses the internet also and the web browser also. But the standalone application will did not depend on the browser, and it did not require any additional software. This is about the standalone application. How can we develop the standalone application? We can develop the standalone application using core Java. Using core Java, we can develop standalone application. And then we will proceed to web application. The definition of the web application. What is web application? The application which is executed in web environment or internet environment is known as the web application. Let's type the definition. Why I am typing is if I type, you can also read the things and your memory can process it once again. You can recall it. The application which is executed in web environment is no or internet environment. We need internet for the web application and the web browser also needed. We can go to ChatGPT and we will try to ask what is web application. Give me definition and examples. It had give a lot of stuff. A web application is a software application that is accessed and used through a web browser. Here, the web browser is involved in the web application over a network, typically the internet. We need the internet for the web application. Unlike standalone applications, which are installed on a user device, web applications are hosted on remote servers and accessed via URLs. These web applications were deployed in the web servers. And then the definition. A web application is a software application that is accessed and used through a web browser or internet, typically in the internet. The same one which I had read the above. You can copy this one. First we'll paste in the notepad and then we'll again copy and paste it in the WPS office. And the examples are Gmail, Google Docs, Facebook, Netflix. Gmail, Facebook, Netflix. These web applications we develop using the advanced Java. And in the web applications, uh, these were developed using the advanced. And we can develop it within a Spring and Spring Boot also. And then we'll proceed to the next topic. And we need to know some of the basics like the definition of the language, technology, and framework. First, we will see what is the language. It provides programming components and concepts used in constructing program. Example of the language is core Java, and we can take the example Python also. But we are learning the Java, so we are taking core Java. And here there were two words: programming components and concepts. What are the programming components and what are the concepts? We can see here. First, we need to know about the programming components. Programming components are nothing but variables, methods, blocks, constructors, classes, interfaces, abstract classes. These are the programming components. And we need to know about the next programming concepts. What are the programming concepts? Object-oriented programming, OOPS principle, and exception handling. And then multi-threading. And then Java collection framework. In a short form, we can write JCF. And file storage. And then networking. These were the programming concepts. We'll highlight this one. If the interviewer asks about what is the definition of a standalone application and the web application and the language, you need at least you need to know the basics now. So I am telling this one. And then we will proceed to technology. What is technology? The process of applying the knowledge to real-time world for construction is known as technology. The process of applying knowledge to real-time world for construction is known as technology. Example of the technology is advanced Java. And let's try to search in the chat GPT. What is the language and what is the technology? In programming. Mhm. It had given different definitions. Language refers to a specific set of rules, symbols, and syntaxes used to write instructions for a computer to execute. Programming language allows developer to communicate with the computers and create software applications. Each programming language has its own unique syntax, features, and purposes, making it suitable for different types of task completion. We don't want all this stuff. We can simply copy this one. Language refers to a specific set of rules, symbols, and syntax used to write instructions for a computer to execute. this and also you can copy. If you gather from the various sites, then at least we can speak one definition. So I'm gathering the definition from the multiple. And we next we will see the what ChatGPT has given for the technology. Technology in a programming refers to the tools, frameworks, libraries, and platforms that developers use it to build software applications. This include compilers, debuggers, integrated development environment, version controls, database, and more. Okay, you can copy this one. I am giving you the multiple definitions. At least in the interview, you can speak one of the definition. Okay, this is about the technology. And next definition is framework. What is a framework? Framework. The structure which is study constructed and available for application development is known as a framework. The structure which is ready, readily constructed and available for application development is known as framework. The examples are Spring, Hibernate, Spring Boot, and let's see the ChatGPT. What is framework? A framework in the context of software development is a reusable set of libraries, tools, and conventions that provides a structured approach to building applications. Here they are speaking about the building the applications using the libraries, tools, and conventions. We will reuse the all the libraries, tools, and conventions. Frameworks aims to streamline and standardize the development process by offering pre-written code. In the frameworks, the code is already written. We will use that one and guidelines for common tasks and functionalities. You can copy this one. And there were some differences between the framework and library. Let's ask ChatGPT what it will give. You may differences. It had given the framework as inversion of control, comprehensive extensibility, and opinionated. And for the library, it is used for the reusability, minimalistic, flexibility, non-intrusive. We will see it later. And what is enterprise distributed application? Enterprise distributed application. Hmm. The application which is executing in distributed environment and depending on the features like security, load balancing, and clustering is known as enterprise distributed application. The application which is executing in distributed environment and depending on features like security, load balancing, and clustering. It is the definition of the enterprise distributed application. And EDA, enterprise distributed application, is a type of software application that is designed to meet the complex needs of large organizations, typically spanning multiple departments, locations, sometimes even countries. These applications are built to support and automate various business processes, workflows, and operations within an enterprise environment. It is used in the enterprise environment, the EDA application. It tells about this thing. And the characteristics distributed architecture, scalability, integration, service oriented architecture, reliability and fault tolerance, security. These are all the key features of the EDA. And we can develop the this one enterprise distributed application using the Spring Web Service. Using Spring Web Service, we can develop enterprise distributed application. These are all the some of the basics. And we need to go through few basics for before going to Java. And those are the program. What is program? These are all the basics in the computer science. But in interview, some people cannot speak what is a program, what is the definition of program also. They will keep the blank faces. Program is a set of instructions. And what is programming? The process of converting analysis and design into code form is known as programming. This definition includes converting analysis and design. What is the analysis and design? Let's go to Google and search. You can see. Do you know HDLC life cycle? You can find out in that one, the analysis and design. Design analysis is nothing but identify and gather and a plan. We'll look at another one. Here you can see analysis and design. We will use both this on and we will convert into code form. You can download this picture. We'll paste it here. The process of converting analysis and design into code form. In the HDLC, it is the HDLC life cycle. It includes various stages. First, we need to plan for the plan, and then we need to do the analysis, and we need to design for the application, and then we will start the writing the code. Development is nothing but the writing the code, and then after writing the code, then we need to test the code, and we need to implementation, and we need to deploy. After deploying also we will release the versions no, then it will be in the maintenance. It is a circular path. This is nothing but the programming. And who is the programmer? The person who writes program is known as programmer. The person who writes the code, simply you can say. And these are the some of the basics we covered until now. And then in the next video, we will introduce into Java. Thank you, friends. Subscribe to my channel.